I've built an AI agent that creates other AI agents on my behalf. Literally, it creates and manages other AI agents. How it works is I call it and tell it something like, build me an AI assistant that does this, this and that. It works for this company, it should have this personality, etc. And poof, like magic, it gives me what I need. We'll be working with Vapi MCP for this, a server that enables us perform a whole heap of functions on our Vapi AI agents. Guess what? It's quite easier than you'd expect. But there are things you'll need to know, which I'll reveal. Here's a demo.
Hello?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
So kindly could you just create for me an AI assistant for this company? It's called Big Rip, and it's going to be handling customer support. Ensure that the AI agent is enthusiastic and actually caring. And yeah, that's it.
Hold on a sec. Your AI assistant, BigRep Customer Support AI, has been created successfully. It's designed to enthusiastically and empathetically assist customers with their inquiries about BigRep's products and services. Let me know if you need any additional configurations or updates.
I think that's it. And yeah, so there you go. You can see it created the assistant. Of course, it misspelled our company, which is Big Rip, BEGRYP. But if I go to the actual assistant here, so you can see it gives it a first message. So like, hi, thank you for contacting Big Rip customer support. How can I assist you today? And some basic system prompt to kickstart things. And yeah, creating AI assistance is just one of the functionalities such an agent can do. It can actually perform all the functionalities that are within Vapi, whether that's creating assistants, deleting assistants, updating assistants, or initiating phone calls, etc. So if this interests you and you want to learn how to work with Vapi MCP, then this video is for you. Let's jump into it. So on my side, I'm on my Vapi dashboard over here. So if you don't have an account on Vapi, go ahead and create one and log into your dashboard. So I already created an assistant, called it Vapi MCP assistant, and that's what we're going to go through over here. So it's a basic one. So on your side, just click on create assistant. Start from a blank template, give your assistant a name, then click on create assistant. Then we'll jump into it. It's quite not complex actually. You can see the only configuration we have is use the function you have access to perform the certain tasks. So it's literally, this is the entire of the system prompt. It's quite fascinating. Then what you'll need to do is click on tools over here, because now we are attaching a tool to this specific AI assistant, and that tool will have access to the Vapi MCP to perform all the functions under that specific MCP. So that we are on the same page. I don't assume that we are all familiar with MCP, Model Context Protocol. So that is just a simple way in which our AI agents can interact with other apps out there. Think of it like a middleman between your AI agent and the apps that the AI agent is performing tasks on. So whether that is Google Calendar, Gmail, Slack, etc. Think of those apps and think of the functions that can be done on those apps. Then think of MCP as a middleman that connects your AI agent with the tasks that can be done on those apps. It's that simple. So over here, I'll click on tools. So you can see I already added a tool in place, but I'll create one from scratch so that you can see that in place. So you'll click on create new tool. Then you want to come and create tool over here. Scroll till MCP, click on that. And this is the tool that you're going to be working with. Okay, so in this case, I'll call it MCP Vapi Manager 2. Okay, I'm feeling a bit lazy to come up with a new name, so we'll just work with this. Then the only thing you need to add here is your server URL and your Vapi API key to access this specific Vapi account. So for that, you'll go to a new tab, search mcp.vapi.ai. So you'll get this endpoint over here for SSC. Just select it as is, come back here to your Vapi dashboard, then paste it in there. So you can notice over here there are two endpoint URLs. Okay, so just think of a URL like this thing over here that enables our server to get in information from our AI assistant. It's just a way in which the client and the server communicate with each other. The client being the AI agent in this case from Vapi, and the server being the Vapi MCP server. So for us to understand streamable HTTP versus SSE, just think of them as ways in which the client and the server communicate. Those are two ways in which they communicate. So streamable HTTP enables the client and the server to communicate using one URL. So the client will send a request to the server. Let's say in this case it wants to book an appointment on Google Calendar. So it will send over some information via a post request containing the following information. Let's say the name, email address, phone number, and the time that the user wants to book into. Okay, these are pieces of information that will be sent via a post request to our server. Okay, and the server will go ahead and book the appointment and send back a response to Vapi, which is the client, telling it that the appointment has been booked. So in this case, there's been a request sent to the server, which is the Vapi MCP server, and a response back to the client on whether the appointment was booked successfully or not. So in this case, with streamable HTTP, sending the request to the server and getting back a response is all done within one endpoint URL, using just one single URL that you're seeing over here. This one that you're seeing over here. But with SSE, communication between the client and the server is done using two URLs. The first one is the HTTP URL that will send the request to the server, and the server will respond via a different URL. This is the SSE URL. So I know it sounds complex and stuff, but just understand that streamable HTTP is the way to go. It's actually been released quite recently, and it solves the issues that we experience when we're working with SSE as a form of communicating between the client and the server. Working with SSE is a bit resource intensive and slower because you're trying to manage two different channels of communication. One for sending the request to the server, and another one to give back a response from the server to the client. You see, you're managing two different channels, which can be quite resource intensive, especially when there's high concurrency, where there's so many requests being sent at the same time. So streamable HTTP is the way to go. But here's the thing, when I was doing some tests, I don't know why, for some reason, my streamable HTTP URL wasn't working perfectly at that time, so I went with SSE for now. But just know that streamable HTTP is the way to go most of the time. So ensure you check in with the client and see if it's able to accept working with streamable HTTP and go with that. So I'll take my SSE URL over here, then go back to Vapi, ensure that it's pasted in accordingly. Then you'll come here and click add headers, because we need to authorize getting access to our Vapi account. So for that, give your header name authorization, then the value will be bearer space, then you want to paste in your Vapi API key. So for that, I'll scroll down here on the left sidebar and you'll see Vapi API keys. I'll lead it on to a different tab, then I'll copy my Vapi API key and paste it in accordingly. So I'll come here, copy my private API key, go back to Vapi dashboard over here, then paste it after bearer. Okay, then you want to click on save. Then now that has been saved, you want to go back to your AI assistant in the assistants tab, then locate your specific assistant that you're working with, the Vapi MCP assistant over here. Then you want to click on tools over here. So I already had a tool in place, so I'll just click on the drop down over here, select the new tool that I've created, then I want to click on publish. Okay, then yeah, that's it. That's how you're able to connect your Vapi. It actually seems weird that we're actually done with this, but that's how you're able to connect your AI assistant to the Vapi MCP. So in this case, we are working with the Vapi AI agent interacting with the Vapi MCP. But the reality is this could be any AI agent, whether it's a phone agent, a voice agent, or a text-based agent. Okay, so you could build a chatbot that actually interacts with your Vapi account. If you want to initiate a phone call, if you want to create an AI assistant, etc. Just think about it like the capabilities are immense. You could build an AI chatbot, deploy it to WhatsApp, and make that chatbot the means in which you as a person interact with your Vapi account. So you just chat with it over on WhatsApp, telling it something like, Mr. AI, kindly create for me an AI agent called John, and have it initiate a phone call to call Mr. So-and-so with this specific phone number, and just tell them that I will be late for my meeting. So you can see that the capabilities can actually span far and wide. Quite powerful, I have to say. If there's any part of the tutorial that you haven't understood, go ahead and rewind and rewatch it, especially in regard to those technical terms that it seems like you don't really need to know them, but it actually helps you become more of an expert. Understand, like, because you'll go out there and see, oh, streamable HTTP, SSE, what is that? Understanding what exactly they are enables you to understand how you can work with them to leverage the full functionality, to even know which specific scenarios to use which specific features. It's very important. If you want to work with our team to build such powerful AI systems, then there's a link in the description. Go ahead and access that, visit our website and book in a meeting with our team. Anyways, that's it from me. Till next time, stay survey. Peace.